Coming up on Sports Weekly, we'll break down week 1 of the high school football season. Also look ahead to some of the big matchups in week number 2. The Pacific Pirates are off to a hot start, undefeated in this new year. Plus, Indian Springs coming off the bye week, trying to get their first win of the season. This week, we will hear from head coach Marcus Williams. We got a lot of high school football coming your way, including some college football too. SBVC is back. The Wolverines with their season opener against Antelope Valley College, and it was a wild one. Plus, we'll also mix in some girls flag football. Indian Springs taking on Redlands, and we'll stay at Indian Springs as the Coyotes hosted San Gorgonio in a big-time non-league girls volleyball match. All that plus some big NFL news for our local guys from San Bernardino. We'll give you an update. All that and more coming up on Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. Welcome to Sports Weekly, our first of the new season. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. A lot of high school football coming your way in this show. Some volleyball, some flag football, some other great stuff locally here in the city of San Bernardino. So if you're new to the program, give this video a like, and even better, subscribe to the Inland Empire Media Group YouTube channel. We would appreciate it. But let's talk some high school football. We just wrapped up week 1. We're going into week number 2. And kind of one of the big storylines here in the city of San Bernardino is there are 4 new high school football head coaches here in San Bernardino. Let's talk about a couple of them, including Ernie Burries at Pacific. The Pirates did not have varsity football last season. They did not have a football team, but they are bouncing back in a big way. And Coach Burries is obviously a big reason why. There he is, the man of the hour. The Pirates are 2-0. They opened the season with a big win on the road at New View Bridge, and then they came back home opener against the Rubidoux Falcons. It was Pacific winning by a final score of 30-28 and a wild finish there. So the Pirates are 2-0 to start the season. Incredible. They didn't have football last year at Pacific. So congratulations to Coach Burries and the Pirates. Also, Arroyo Valley head coach Jesse Siniceros picking up his first win as the head coach of the Hawks. They went on the road to New View Bridge. New View Bridge played a couple of our local schools. It was the Hawks winning at New View Bridge by a final score of 38-0, so a shutout victory and Coach Siniceros' first win at the helm. Now at San Gorgonio, they have a new head coach, Luis Garcia. The Spartans, though, still looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-2 right now, heading into the bye week. They fell to Ontario, the Jaguars, by a score of 35-13 in week number 1. But the bye week maybe comes at a good time for Sanjit to hit that reset button and get ready for the rest of the season. When they come out of the bye, they're going to take on a tough Redlands Terriers team. After the game, we caught up with head coach Luis Garcia to talk about the team and just trying to stay focused and get some wins, stack some wins up for this young Spartans team.
Get some guys healthy. We have some kids who are out still with some injuries and this and that. So hopefully that bye week will help out, gain some kids back and then, get rested up and, get ready for the next, home game, again versus Redlands.
So San Gorgonio is going into the bye week. Meanwhile, Indian Springs is coming out of the bye week. We stopped by Coyotes practice this past week, caught up with head coach Marcus Williams. Indian Springs in week 0 suffered a tough loss against Montclair, 16-14 on the final play of the game. The Coyotes probably coulda, shoulda won that game, but instead now they got to regroup and get ready this week as they will take on Silver Valley. But Coach Williams says the team is looking good. Spirits are high. He thinks it's going to be a big year for the Coyotes. Here's head coach Marcus Williams during the bye week for Indian Springs.
I say the positive is just getting back to practice, focusing on ourselves right now, just learning to get better, figuring out our mistakes from the game, I think each unit out here is trying to get better. We're trying to figure out what's next for each unit to get better, and I feel like each coach is doing a good job. The kids are bought in. So the bye week is really key. It's just for us to get better. Like I told the kids, it's all about us right now. We're not focused on the next game. How can we get better? And it starts with us right here. That's the biggest thing, like you said, looking in the mirror, just trying to figure out what's the next step, how can we get better. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's us. I felt like Montclair, shouts out to them. They finished the last play of the game, but deep down we know we didn't execute at the end of the game, but we have to focus on just getting better, and that's the main thing in this bye week for us.
All right, let's take a look at the games in week 2 for San Bernardino Schools Cajon. The Cowboys coming off of a bye week as well. They will be at home for Etiwanda looking for their first win of the season. They lost to Norco in week 0. Aquinas, big win in week 1 against Glendora. They'll make another road trip as they will take on Bonita in Laverne. It'll be an all SB battle. San Bernardino taking on Arroyo Valley. We've got Pacific on the road at Marshall out in the Los Angeles area. And finally, we told you about the game. Indian Springs will be taking on and hosting Silver Valley from Yermo, I believe. So we'll see if the Coyotes can get their first win of the season. All right, so those are the week 2 matchups involving teams from the city of San Bernardino. And make sure you join us on Sports Weekly Live again this week with all your high school football scores and highlights. When we come back here on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, we got some college football, SBVC back in action highlights, and interview with head coach James Griffin when we come back on the program, Sports Weekly on IEMG.